I'd like to tell you a story. It has been, I have no idea, 8 to 9 years since I have publicly uploaded anything on this channel. And, where to begin with that? For starters, you might be wondering what this is. This is, Florida. And in Florida, things called hurricanes happen. And apparently, every 100 years, or 106 years, this happens. And you get a foot of water in your house. And you rip out all of the walls, and you throw away half your shit. And it's fun. It's great. It's great. You get new drywall and plaster. You build new ceilings, new $3,000 bathrooms. You renovate. You replace switches that were put in 1959, and some of them didn't work anymore, and you wonder how in the world they never actually melted and started a fire because they were rated for an incredibly low amperage, and you have no idea what they actually went to. But anyway, so you do all that. You have holes in the wall from where the drywall guy didn't really fully expose the light box. But anyway, so in a quieter area here. And I'm sorry, I know this video is going to be weird, but I've been thinking a lot lately, and so it's November 19th right now, I think, and I think it was around September 20th, I don't know. I got a comment that I responded to. First comment that I had responded to in about 8 to 9 years, however long it's been. No, it hasn't been 8 to 9, it's been, 6? Because, if you remember, at some point, Google rolled out the Google Plus fiasco, and they decided that all the YouTubers were going to be forced to have a Google Plus account. And if they didn't have a Google Plus account, they would not be able to see or respond to their comments. And I had no interest in a Google Plus account, and at that point in time, I was kind of on the downward slope of things anyway, so never made a Google Plus account. So I couldn't see my comments, couldn't respond to them, never really knew what was going on for quite a while. And then, shockingly, against all odds, nobody expected it, Google Plus died. And Google decided, we're not going to do that anymore, and we're going to let people see their comments again, because for some reason it was totally fine to allow people to see their comments again, but we just decided we were going to try to force people to Google Plus so they couldn't see them, so we could try to get more people to go to Google Plus. Anyway, I bet you miss me, don't you? So here's the thing. I know that I was not a very popular person on YouTube. Maybe I would have been if I had kept going, I don't know. But I still feel really bad that I kind of vanished without a trace for, 8 to 9 years. And so when I got that comment and I responded to it, I did so because genuinely I was thinking about, returning, making videos about whatever. It's something I'm still working on. And then this happened, so that kind of threw a wrench in the plans. It's been about 7 weeks now of doing back-breaking, physically and mentally exhausting labor, ripping out half your walls, spending 12 hours wading in knee-deep sewage water, so tired to the point where you're afraid to continue walking back and forth on your own because you think you're going to pass out and drown in the sewage water. I've been there, I've done that. But, so let me go back a little bit. Why has it been 8 to 9 years since I have uploaded anything? If anybody cares, I'm really not sure. But I've wanted to make this explanation video for a while, and I have failed to do so because I suck ass, to put it bluntly. I was originally working, if you look back on this channel at this point in time, on a video game called Isolation, which was very fittingly named, unknowingly at the time. And I was doing so because at that point I really had nothing going for me. And I'm sorry if this video is super shaky. I'm recording this on a phone that's not especially great. And I know the visual is kind of not great either. Anyway. At the time, I had nothing going for me, and I felt like I needed to get moving because I felt like I was having a wall closing in behind me, something that was going on in my life. So I felt like, I taught myself how to program when I was about 12 years old. I've always wanted to do game development. It's something that I've worked on for years and years and years, so I'm going to throw everything that I have into this because I felt like, genuinely, this was a do-or-die situation, and if I failed, I was screwed. And I failed, and I was screwed. But, beside that, point is, I really did throw everything into that, and I failed. I ended up pushing myself way too hard, burned myself out, felt like a complete failure, complete piece of shit. Didn't want to do anything anymore. Didn't want to be visible on YouTube. Didn't want anybody to see me. Didn't want to, be seen enjoying anything or whatever. Point is, I was extremely depressed and extremely down and extremely screwed up for a very long time. And I just kind of let everything go. And, much like this, it becomes a mess. So, that's basically the story of what happened and what happened to Isolation. And even that, being said, actually don't. Let me put it this way. I pushed myself way too hard and ended up snapping, basically, just from the workload. I pretty much quit sleeping for about a month straight. And when I did sleep, I just had nightmares that I was trying to fix some programming problem that didn't exist. I just wake up in a, half-awake state trying to fix a programming issue. So I didn't really even sleep when I slept. And basically I got up, worked, went to sleep. And eventually that just became too much because I felt like, well, there's a whole story to this, but the problems just kept mounting and mounting, and you see one problem and you're like, well, can't focus on that right now because I got to focus on this, so I'm just going to put this to the side. And then another problem pops up and you're like, well, can't focus on that right now, put that to the side. Another one pops up and you're like, well, can't focus on that right now, I'm going to put that to the side. Another one pops up and you're like, well, I've got to look into this one because I need to be able to do the thing that this problem is blocking me from doing. And so you go down this long chain of events, and now it's a week later and you haven't fixed that problem, but you found 500 other problems, all of which you had to put off to the side. Eventually, you got 1,000 problems off to the side. And you realize that you're working with some technology that was never really finished, and you don't have the skills to finish it. And you can't do what you wanted to do because you've got these visions of grandeur that are far beyond your capabilities, and you knew that from the start. But anyway, I digress. Then it all kind of falls apart. So that's what happened with that. Again, I'm sorry, I know this video is all over the place. I'm not particularly good about talking about things. Actually, segue. That is why I started doing YouTube in the first place. I'm not very good at talking about things, speaking in general, talking to people, being open, being seen, such as in reflections of windows. That's why I'm not on this video. Don't really want to be in this video, other than my voice, which is problematic on its own. So, I started doing YouTube because I felt like it would help me be more open and talkative, get my thoughts out better. And it kind of did, it kind of didn't, because you can tell how I am. But I enjoyed doing it, I really did, and stopping doing it was a mistake, because that did not help me, and felt like shit because of it. So again, I know this is all over the place, but going back, I know I wasn't that popular, but if anybody who used to watch me is watching this video, I am sorry that I just disappeared. Is that a cat? What am I looking at? It's not a cat, sorry. I am sorry that I disappeared. I was in a really bad place. I would say I was in the worst place ever in my life, but this happened. Which honestly wasn't too bad initially. It's kind of everything afterwards that's bad. You know, all the things that go on with everybody afterwards. This is kind of a problematic place for me in general. This is actually show you. This is where I used to make videos. This room. At one point in time, it didn't look like this. And there was wood in that closet. And there was wood in all these closets. And that wood's gone because I cut it out. Because it was shitty wood. Literally. It was filled with shit. It stunk. It was bad. God, it smelled bad. Anyway, I had carpet in here. Oh. Neighbor gave me a respirator and I didn't have to smell a thing, and that was great because I ripped all that up. I also cut out the closets and I cut out all the paneling in there and hauled out so much stuff. Anyway, this is where I made videos at one point. It was either there or over there, I don't remember. But this is where I reside, or resided, and I can't really say that I lived here, but it's a problem. So, basically, through all of this, I'm coming in here because it's quieter. We got the fans on so that the plaster, which was just done, will dry a little bit faster. So all this has made me think, man, out of all the problems in life and all of the shitty things and all the terrible ways that I've felt, I've kind of been too hard on myself, and I really should have just made this video, even though I was way too ashamed to make it, because it's kind of stupid, I just kind of let everything go just because I failed at one thing that I could have easily just backed away from and, tried something else and just said, hey, I screwed up with this one. I can go back to it at some point, but I'll do better, and I'll try again. It's something easier. But I didn't. Instead, I just kind of disappeared and felt like shit, and everything fell apart and did nothing. And then your house floods. Well, the place where you live floods, and you do 80% of the work, even though you don't really live here. I mean, you do live here, but anyway. Yeah. I'm sorry, this video sucks. I could try to make it better, but it won't happen. So I'm just gonna kind of let this go. Stream of conscious, and let it be what it is. I know it sucks, and I know probably nobody really cares. You probably care more about what you're seeing here and how interesting this is. So I'll give you a quick little tour here. This was a bedroom. It was added on far afterwards. A very colorful fan was put in for some reason. So this was originally, I don't know if this video is going to cut out or not, because I don't know how long I've been going, but this was originally an add-on, which was a sunroom at one point and got rebuilt. So that is an exterior wall, which is now interior wall. Oh, fun to drill those, really fun, especially when you don't have a hammer drill. Even with a hammer drill, oh my God. Fun to drill those, fun to put tapcons in there, fun to put anchors in there, fun to do all sorts of things. I don't know why all those are in there, but they're gonna have to go. Haven't done this room yet. And this room had fiberglass insulation. This house was built in 1959, so it has no insulation, but this was an add-on, so they put insulation in, so it was the only room that had insulation, which means, as you can see, the exterior walls here are wood. So that means with the insulation, it wicks up a lot more water, and gets into the wood. So this room is bad. You can still see the water line, which I said. Don't ask what that is. That's a thing. This is our kitchen right now. It's been our kitchen for about a month. We got a little fridge, microwave, a Ninja, an old tea kettle, which I make my tea with, so that it gives me power, so that I can continue doing the things that I do. There's a Thanksgiving meal box that was donated by my nephew's school, which is really cool. And that room got over a foot of water in it. I'll probably splice in some pictures and videos of stuff. This room had close to a foot of water. This room had a solid sheet of vinyl flooring that wasn't attached. So in the day where I was wading through sewage water for 12 hours, I was coming back and forth and I was trying to save stuff from people. Yeah, from people. Might as well. For people. And I was walking through here. It was about 8 inches of water to throw in here. No electricity, totally dark. And I step in here. I get really confused for a second because I step in here and I can't really move and it feels weird. And I'm like, what's going on? I looked down, I noticed the floor was floating and I stepped under the floor. Then you gotta like step. And yeah, I'm wearing socks with sandals suing. I don't give a shit. I had to step down on the floor, mash it down, all the water comes up, and there was a bed in here and dresser, really nice dresser, and that all got destroyed. So, come to this point, this used to be wood paneled. All of this was wood paneled. I ripped all of this out, and it had a really janky makeshift air duct up there, which we've had AC guys come in and run whole new AC ducts through the house. And they put one in here, and because this is an exterior or add-on building, it has a aluminum roof, it doesn't have the main roof, so there wasn't enough room to actually run the duct, so I had to build a drop ceiling. So I built the drop ceiling, and we're going to put a light in here because there wasn't a real light in here. That's what this is, and why it's so low. And then this bathroom was never drywall. This had tile board stuff, which is a hard board with an enamel on it. And so built walls in here to attach drywall to and run wiring and all sorts of fun things, which I did a portion of. Put in a massive 5 foot, 6 foot wide shower for some reason. I don't know, it's not my bathroom, I have no clue. Should have framed this out for a closet, but we did not think about it. And I've been going for 19 minutes. I'm sorry, this video is probably pretty shaky. I am holding this with one hand, and I'm tired. Anyway, this is bathroom number 1. This is a bedroom, which currently has no light. Oh, I cannot use my light either because my battery's dying. Sorry about that. I've been going through doing switches and stuff. This room was just drywalled. Again, had all wood paneling, never had drywall. Now it has drywall. It looks pretty nice. They ran new ducts. There used to be 2 there, if you can see my hand. And now there's 1 there. All this was drywall. This was all a weird, janky mixture of door jams and stuff because this used to be the garage. Probably back in the 70s. I wasn't here back then. I wasn't alive back then. Surprisingly. Anyway, there's a fan now, so I'll try to be clear. But we drywalled all this. Oh, I should also mention, yeah, when you get flooded, your insurance will pay to have half of your drywall cut out. So we cut out 4 feet of the drywall, so about to here, the entire house, all the drywall was cut out, and I'll probably splice in some video and photo of that. But then you gotta dry it all out, and they bring in huge dehumidifiers, they dry it out, and they spray it with antimicrobial things, and you pretend like nothing happened and that everything's very clean. And then somebody comes and puts new drywall on and plasters it, and it looks really nice, and you can't even tell that it's flooded. So that's what's going on in here. This used to be the kitchen. There's a water heater in here right now. It's going to go in that bathroom. Right now it's in the kitchen, because that's where it belongs. That's where I put it. This was the living room. It wasn't really a living room, but it was called the living room. It's a new air duct. There was 2 there, and now there's not, because they took them out. I'm still recording. Might stop recording at any minute. I'm running Ethernet in the future, because we never had Ethernet run in this house because it was built in 1959, and the attic is a crawl space. It is not an actual attic. So I'm running Ethernet at some point. Cat 6, the best cat. Down here is where air conditioning used to be. This used to be 2 closets that were divided by a wall. We took the wall out. Now it's 1 closet, which I may or may not have done this, depending on how good you think it is. If you think it's good, I did it. If you think it's bad, I also did it. These are the bedrooms. That's a closet. This is a small bedroom, small closet. Actually, I think all the closets are the same size. This bedroom, which I just put the light back in. And back to this one, as you saw before. Fascinating. There's a story about that. I'm not going to tell it. That's where my Ethernet will come from, assuming I'm here. Then I will make lovely videos that you will love to watch. And they'll be uploaded through that Ethernet port. I swear. Here's our bathroom. We have a toilet. It's a damn good toilet. It's not hooked up. It's not fully assembled. It's not even in the ground. But it's a damn good toilet. That switch sucks ass. And those switches suck ass. A lot of ass-sucking switches in here. That one sucked ass, doesn't suck ass anymore, it's gone. So, there's your house tour. I would show you outside if it wasn't 2 a.m. Actually, you can kind of see it. There's a bird bath out there. Can you see that on the video? Kind of. If you can see that bird bath out there, the water was over the top of that bird bath, which is about 2 feet. I have a shed workshop back there, which I raised up pretty high when I put it there. Well, I didn't put it there. The guy put it there. But before he put it there, I raised it up pretty high. Flooded a good 8 inches or so inside. Lost a lot of tools, including an expensive wood planer. Currently waiting on the insurance adjuster to tell us if he's covering anything. He said that it was done a week ago and nothing. So, still waiting on that. But that's an expensive item. So that sucks. I wanted to start doing videos of, just making shit, building shit, coming up with shit to build, make, design, stuff like that. So one of the things that I enjoy doing, or did enjoy doing prior to losing everything. Now it's currently storage of all of my shit. Well, half my shit. The other half of my shit is at my sister's house. We got a brand new roof, thankfully, so because it was leaking before. If we didn't get the new roof and it leaked, we probably would have just lost everything. So cool, good new roof. Like that roof. But yeah, I didn't lose a whole lot. Probably less than $1,000 worth of stuff in total, but it still sucks. Mostly I lost my mind, but it wasn't really there to begin with, so whatever. it'll come back in fragments and be disjointed and connected in strange ways to make me a more interesting person. They call it character, I think. I'll go back in the closet. Anyway, it's been a 25-minute video of me talking a lot, and you're probably sick of it. If you are, I don't know why you watched 25 minutes of it. This is who I am. You already know that if you watch my videos. So anyway, I'm sorry, I know this is all over the place. I'm trying to stay upbeat and concise in some ways. I just want to get what I'm trying to say out, which is that, man, I screwed up. And I really let it get to me in a way that I honestly should not have. And I have tried making this video a couple times, and each time I just felt so bad that I just quit. And you know, when you feel like shit and you try to come back from feeling like shit, and you fail, you feel like far more shit, and you just want to shut down and never do anything, ever. So yeah, you fall into a deep hole. And I'd like to try and come out of that to some degree, in some more public fashion. I would like to go back to making some videos about, games, maybe streaming at some point, I don't know. Have a nice Cat 6 connection in there that I could use to stream with, maybe, assuming I'm in there. I don't know what's going on. There's a screw down there. Oh my god, that's a nice screw. Oh yeah, look at that screw. What is that actually? It's like it's aluminum. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, this is me. This is what I'm like. Sorry. I am sorry that it's kind of vanished again. Not the most popular person. It's fine, but I do feel like shit for just bailing on. What did I have at the time? 260 or so subscribers. I got 405 or so now. Doing better not being here. I get more subscribers that way. I guarantee you I'm going to lose subscribers when I upload this video. That's fine. Probably should unsubscribe. In fact, if you're subscribed to me right now, unsubscribe. Save yourself. You'll be better off. You don't want this in your life. Unless you do, in which case, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing better than me. Hope you're doing better than that fan, which is caked with all sorts of strange dust from all the plaster cutting of plaster put in 1959, and we don't really know the makeup of. But we're gonna pretend that everything's fine because whatever. Florida's great. Florida's great. I have so many stories I could tell you. Oh my god. Anyway, I know I've massively digressed from the point, but honestly, this video never really had a point to begin with, so it's just a mixture of things. You got the house tour. You got somewhat of a disjointed explanation about where the hell I went. You have some level of confirmation that I'm not dead. Not a full confirmation, but some level of confirmation. I could be the most talkative dead person in the world. Yeah, this is there's a lot of interesting things going on in this house. This is what happens when you live in a house from 1959 that's undergone a whole lot of changes. Well, I'm surprised I'm still recording. If this cuts off abruptly, it'll just be the end. I can stop talking. I have trouble ending videos anyway. I'm just trying to think if there is anything else that I would like to say. Other than, sorry for being a loser. But if you subscribe to me, you'll get lots more videos of me being a loser. Like the Tom and Jerry video and the Alcatraz video. For some reason, people like the Tom and Jerry video. I've tried to look back at my old videos, the Tom and Jerry one. Firstly, on the Tom and Jerry video, this video's going everywhere, whatever. On the Tom and Jerry video, there's another screw. I'm really surprised when I watch that, and I see, like, it's like I know that game to some level that shouldn't be, but somehow I know where all the things are, and that's not in my head anymore. I don't know where that went. I don't know where it came from. I don't know where it went. The other thing is, I sound really angry in those videos. They kind of annoy me. I sound really angry in a lot of my videos. That really pisses me off. Yeah, I don't want to put negative stuff out there, especially now. You know, I want to try and be more positive about things. Positive about my own failings and whatnot. So, hopefully that'll be the case. Things degenerate, escalate, ebb, flow. Oh man, it's been 6 weeks. It's been a great 6 weeks. Okay, there's a septic tank back there, so this water is nasty. Here, it's a 1.5 feet deep here.